Are you sure this is the mothership? It's nothing like what we knew at all.
We're still scanning inside of the ship. Its structure certainly has changed a lot.
What kind of guest just goes in and rearranges someone's entire house?
Despite the changes in layout, we've managed to pinpoint the biggest energy signatures.
That must be Central Command.
Exactly. And they're just sitting there quietly, not even budging, as if everything's as it should be. Even with the barrier up, Shiva's power still seems to be growing. Or they could very well be storing up power to intercept you. You must get to the core as quickly as possible.
But watch out! It looks like you'll run into lots of Photoner troops on the way. Seems like they haven't left any openings.
The other Arcsobs who've successfully broken through are on their way to provide backup. Let them clear the way, while you focus on getting straight to the core. And remember, we're counting on you.
Completed! Completed! Settle it!
settle this. Let's settle this. Let's settle this.
Your Majesty, code 999.
Let's settle this.
Completed.
Let's settle this.
Emergency announcement. Dark Falls is approaching the sector surrounding the Ark's fleet.
Why do there have to be so many of them here? Right when we're trying to hurry.
Come to me, Blade of Genesis. I see I made it in time.
Radius!
We are currently maintaining radio silence, so as not to give away our positions to the enemy. So I've few details to offer.
If we wait here, would we be able to rendezvous with the others?
Not necessarily. I was only able to meet with you because my entry point just so happened to be close by, oddly enough. The others could be anywhere. Our best hope of meeting them is to press toward our common goal, the core. But listen, don't forget. Our goal here is not to reconvene with our allies. It is to defeat Shiva. These Ark's operatives and we six, including me, are here for no other purpose but to deliver you to the core. That is the mission we were given. Our future hinges on this battle. Do not forget your true objective. And yet, your very willingness to choose what you think is right is what has guided us to this point. That is also true. It has yielded results beyond even Shao's calculations, and saved many lives. So let me be so bold as to say, do what you feel is right. And whatever you decide, whatever you do, you will have my blade behind you. I swear it.
Completed! Your Majesty! Code! Completed! Your Majesty! Code! Completed!
You're finished!
The core should be just through here.
This layout looks familiar. I believe you're right. But
Enemy reinforcements! Too many of them!
at least this all but confirms that the core lies just beyond. Hear me, Guardians. You two must press on. It is my duty to guide you through this moment. I can. I must. There is nothing more to it. Shiva awaits within. Defeat her. That is the only objective that truly matters. I will see you through to that point. That is Ark's objective. The one we are all more than ready to stake our lives on. So go forth, Guardians, bearers of our future hopes. Let our foes break themselves here upon this old shoulder.
Radius, no!
Come now. Manifestations of the Photoner's malice. You and I are relics of the same sordid past. You will not stand in the way of the future. No, relics is too kind to you. You are no more than lumps of spite, stains on this world. So never fear, I will wash you all away. Take a final look around our tomb. Come to me, Blade of Genesis!
Completed!
Shiva.
Oh, have you finally arrived? How long did you intend to keep a goddess waiting, Guardians?
We're going to take you down with everything we have, once and for all, for the sake of everyone who got us here.
What a pity. We've come so far to get here. Surely you don't need to rush headlong into death right away.
Wait, the barrier! Did it fail?
Oh no. Your little barrier is working. My power has most certainly weakened. Nitra's concerns were well-founded. Quite a trick, deploying a barrier across the whole of space from an alternate dimension. And if I were some rank-and-file soldier, I imagine it would weaken me by fully half. Perhaps you just might have had an inkling of a chance. But for someone with the might of 1,000 soldiers, missing half of one is but a mere drop in the ocean. Enough of that. Wouldn't you like to see how the friends you've abandoned are faring? I can show you.
It appears we're well and truly boxed in.
They sure brought out the welcome wagon. Kinda makes you proud to see how many we've lured here, though, doesn't it?
I seem to recall that some time ago, we stayed behind in danger, just to let the others get to safety.
Now here we are, posing as enemy lightning rods so the others can get in. Never a dull moment, huh? Sorry about this, Kasra. Seems like we draw the short straw every time you get paired with me.
Perish the thought. All is forgiven. As long as you don't try to shoulder the whole burden yourself this time. If that happened again, I fear your dear wife might finally murder me.
She just might. Incoming!
Wearing out already. Blasted Zig is cutting corners.
You might be asking too much of it there, Miss Maria. You're pushing yourself a tad too far.
Ha, you're one to talk.
Time to burn!
You're gasping for air.
And that's something we've got in common, Miss Maria. But waving the white flag just isn't an option.
Quite right. Not as long as Shiva still breathes. So it's up to us to try and dam this river of incoming enemies until they can manage that.
Our weapons might shatter. Our bodies might break. But you'll never break through here.
Forgive me, Blade of Genesis. This could have turned out differently if I could only wield you better. I have much to learn. But we're in this boat together. So do keep me company until I join you in coming apart. I have need of you yet. Ark's hopes rest entirely on this very battle. If I fall here, and join those who fell 40 years ago building our foundation, I will be satisfied.
And there you have it. So many people believing in you and spilling their blood, sweat, and tears for nothing. Isn't it laughable? To throw their lives away, reaching for a hopeless, impossible victory. And look at you two, faced with the depths of your inferiority, and still thinking you might have a prayer. Has all your history not taught you that your lust for chasing the impossible is the root of your kind's troubles? Ridiculous. Hopeless fools, each and every one of you. Well, I suppose we should begin. I'll have to crush you just a tad extra in Mitra's and Varuna's place. Now, go on and twist in utter despair, shrieking with regret as you die, and learn how deep down the darkness goes.
Emergency alert. An Ark ship is under
Your
assault
Majesty,
from Dark
code
Vault.
due.
All Arks off. Report to the front counter ASAP.
There will be no
and rescue the vessel.
Take this! You cling to life with most unbecoming desperation. This ends here!
Let's settle this! Let's settle this! Let's settle this! Let's settle this! Fight! Let's settle this! Let's settle this!
There will be no
Let's settle this!
Still hanging on, I see. I will give you this much. Your sense of duty is strong. It's gone like this from the beginning, hasn't it? The two of you always thwarted my expectations, clinging to shreds of hope. And so I've come to think, what a waste it would be to simply shatter you, the vessel of the universe.
What do you mean?
The likes of you two are wasted on Arks. Won't you join me instead?
What?
I'll even forgive this violence. Wipe your slates clean. Your lives will be safe with me. It just so happens I'm looking for replacements for Mitra and Varuna. A fine deal, wouldn't you say?
How dare you toy with us?
Oh, this is no toying. Simply a well-timed proposal, I would think. I came to the realization that you would make apt allies, and having shown you where you stand, I am negotiating, going through all the proper steps, as it were. Think now. Does Arks truly deserve your absolute and undivided loyalty? Is Oracle worthy of your protection? Wasn't it your very own overseer who, when you were listlessly turning toward the darkness, made the cold and calculated choice to cut you down? It was your own sweat and toil that pulled you from that disaster unscathed. Sole credit lies with you alone. And what did Arks do? Nothing but sit back and watch. Nothing but abandon you. And make no mistake. Eventually, they will shun and reject you. They will grow fearful of how powerful you two are. No, they won't. I suppose you're thinking. Of course you are. But their own history tells all. This living witness right here can testify as much. Your kind are unseemly to the last. They won't think again. We are more powerful than they could ever be. We need not bind ourselves, ever, to their faulty logic. Surely you must agree, Guardians. Do you not see that it's the universe, not Arcs, that deserves your protection? Do the two of you not simply want to protect one another?
You're wrong.
Oh, pray tell.
Without Arcs, we wouldn't be here now. Without everyone, we'd have no future.
Is that your answer? Even knowing that in the future they may cast you out?
It doesn't matter. That future would still deserve to exist.
Soft to a fault, aren't you? Did you plan all of this around me failing? How lucky Arcs is to have you. Truly. I am Shiva, goddess of annihilation. I am one with the profound darkness, and I am the demise of all history. This universe must perish. Photons must be wiped out. Vessel of the universe, you, all of Arcs, and this present time will now face annihilation.
Is this the end? Well, I think we've got enough time. At least we haven't fought in vain. If we helped lay a path toward the future, then what have we to fear? But, oh, Alma, if I could have one wish granted, it would be to see you again one last time. If only I could have just one mere wish. It can't be. Yonohate?
Come on, Reggie. You're not callous enough to have forgotten about me, are you?
Forget you. I could never, Alma.
I'm sorry this took so long, Regius. But you don't have to be alone anymore. I'll be right here, by your side. That promise might have been too much for one person alone. But with the two of us side by side, I know we can make it happen.
That we can. It's time for us to defend Arx. Let us finish this, Sama. Let the world bend to our will.
Miss Maria, we've got company! What was that?
Phew, he's still alive?
Claire is crazed. And Sarah? How?
Maria, you should be leaving the hard work to the spring chickens.
What are all of you doing here?
Did you think we were gonna just sit on our hands when we heard what a big mess you were in?
What's the deal? Not letting us in on this? Trying to distance us or something? Well, I'm sure that must have been part of Xiao's plan, but...
Here we go! Now this is what I'm talking about!
And just a moment, you bunch of upstarts, you can't charge in! That was the jolt I needed, how about you, Huey?
Of course!
Prepare to fall laboriously, Umbro!
Awaken now! Vara the Destroyer!
Hey! What the hell's going on?
I should have guessed. The rescue is appreciated, but a little sooner might have been better. Kuna?
I didn't come here just to bail your ass out. This is all just a part of the plan.
Honestly, always the slave driver.
Now, just think of it as us being considered the trump cards.
Can it?
Come on, you two. You can have a go at each other some other time.
Zeno, I'm coming to heal you.
Hoffman and Euclida. Echo, why are you here? Weren't you on standby?
It's all become clear now. This was a ploy to throw off the enemy. Isn't that right, Xiao?
Ah, that little brat. Well, feels like the only choice I have now is to play the hero a little.
I'm with you, oddly enough. Let's show them what the Six are made of. Are you ready, Kuna?
Excuse me. Don't forget I'm part of the Six, too. Now shine, Mai the Unseen.
Ring out now, Nanaki the Vigilant!
Behold, Florenberg the Luminous!
Well, what do we do now? Do we push on in after them?
Nah. I think we trust enough and fight on out here. Should ease their load a bit. And I know they can do it.
Quite trusting of you.
Well, yeah. That's my mate in there. No one I trust more. We'll handle things out here. Good luck in there, mate.
We've encircled them with a calculated mass of dracolite and ash particles.
Perfect. Stage is set. It's all up to you now, Sukuna Hime.
Without fail!
Was that Ash?
So, the goddess of annihilation isn't immovable after all.
You, the Ash Maiden of Haruko-tan. But you are bound to the planet. Why are you here?
I'm just as shocked. I was told they were cunning, but I never expected them to be able to imitate my ash. Alma created a ring of ash, and Shao made a few copies and encircled this slice of space with them. After that, teleporting here was simple. It seems you were too caught up in Ark's all-out offensive to notice. What a shame.
What a delightful set of games you prepared. But all the plotting in the universe couldn't bridge the chasm between your power and mine. All you've done is give me a little more work. After all, a feeble power such as yours could never seal mine away.
As we well know, which, I think, would lead you naturally to the question, why are we here? It's the Ashen Wind and Dracolite.
This is it. The very last card in my hand. Hurry. All of Ark's might is now in your hands.
I know this terrible power. This awful sight. You fools. Have you not realized? You're repeating the very same mistakes of the Photoners.
This is not a mistake. It is the power we need to stop you.
Then stop me if you can. And learn the inevitable consequence of using that misguided power! I will correct history.
You met Code.
Do you honestly think you have a chance? This was inevitable. Take this! honestly think you have a chance? Take this! Is that your best? This was inevitable. Do you honestly think you have a chance? Is that your best? Weaker.
Let's settle this. Let's settle this. Let's settle this.
Take this.
Let's settle this.
Take this.
Let's settle this.
This world shall end, and photons with it. Why must you beings refuse to learn from the mistakes of your past? Why must you resist? I will correct history. Astounding! What abhorrent power! Is that your best? This ends here! Why must you beings refuse to learn from the mistakes of your past? Why must you resist? Take this! Do you honestly think you have a chance? Take this! What abhorrent power!
Let's settle this!
Is that your best? Why must you resist? Take this! Allow me to end this terrible power. Be gone, and take your misshapen will with you. This ends here! This was inevitable.
Why must you beings refuse to learn from the mistakes of your past? Why must you resist? Take this! What abhorrent power! Is that your best? Refuse to learn from the mistakes of your past.
Completed!
End them, is it?